Welcome, everyone. Let's get this energy cleared out. Ooh, smoke is speaking. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not every time, but the last couple times I shuffled through my deck, it will pop up with another message that I didn't even realize was on the table. The way that card just zoomed by, a lot of you are really embracing your capacity, your ability to ward off negative energy. The more you learn about yourself, the more you strengthen this shield, this protective shield that you have. Welcome, Loranda. Welcome, Starseed. Welcome, loves. 111 on the timer. Don't forget to like the video upon entering, which is like washing your hands when you enter your home. Healthy habits over this way. You feel me? Okay. Welcome, Amina, love. All right, y'all. So let's see what we got going on, okay? This should be very interesting. Hmm. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors and spirit guides and angels that protect, surround, and guide me, especially you, Uriel, and Michael. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collected to use our mind's eye to see in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Huh. What's going on with y'all? It's 4:55. Just went to 4:56. Which reminds me, as you all type what y'all got going on, because this is a message for you all. You come here to gain clarity, and to get an update on the surrounding energies. Of course, this would be for the highest purpose of your mission, your journey. But it was what time? It was 3:30, 3:54. Something could be significant for some of you. 3:54. At 3:34, I heard a crow. It went off twice, three times, and then four times. Right after that, 3:35 was a blue jay. Haven't heard my baby in a minute. So let me look at 34. I'm going to do it just like that. 334 crow. Oh, you got to be shitting me. Y'all heard what I just said? The numbers for 334 crow gematria. First one is 1033. Which definitely, did it come out here? It came out before that energy popped through. Then it says 354. And number 59. So we're going to look at those numbers because obviously there's a message. Message. Okay. So 334, crow gematria. We have 1033 354, and 59. And I have 1033 in this deck as divine guidance surrounds you now. All right, Uriel, I know you're here. Some of you, you have to realize and really embrace being a goddess, as within, so without, especially if you're born on a Tuesday. Okay. Some of you could be studying the Torah. It speaks of Lord God's prophecy code, Vanguard. The administration that you hear in the news today is also under this message. Almighty God of the Alpha and Omega, Angel of Death, one of the avenging angels. Alexandria, Egypt. Look into the future. 7 chakras. Avatar of Enlil. We are in an alpha state right now, which is like, welcome D. We're in an alpha state right now. I can feel where this is the state that you'll have, like, that you see athletes performing and things like that, or anything that requires you to focus. No matter what's going on around you, you find that way to tap in. That honk was 3 times, 5 times, 15. Because I couldn't get the words of the song, but it was so muffled. Anyway, 744. Hold on, we down, we channeling right now. All right. Looking at the gematria. Billie Jean, Thriller. Daniel, son of David. And Daniel has a lot of visions. And it speaks of a lot of the visions that a lot of you would probably see along your journey as well, possibly in a dream state. Let's see. Is Oprah deceived? Then we have Mercury rising. Some of you may be Gemini or Virgo rising. Get more familiar with what that means for you. Do your own research if that is you. Even the moon, even the moon in Gemini, moon in Virgo. Understand what that means. Especially, I can tell you from self, moon and Virgo energy, you tend to channel a lot. It's like you live a life of a channel. You're a walking channel, basically. Let's see. This shit says unholy thug. Radioactive man, heaven's doors, Beowulf, and this is all coming up under 334 Crow. Now let me look at this number over here. 334. And I'm going to pull some cards and see what all of this means. 334 means to shut or shut up. On the right, i.e., left handed, bound, impeded. Right hand. Right hand is connected to the left side of the brain. Well, right side of the body is connected to the left side of the brain. For some of you, there are symbols in your hand, your right hand, that would easily show you, why it's best for you to respond than react to a situation, because there's so much that you can change not knowing the power that you hold in your hand. Some of you literally sit at the right hand side of the Father. The fuck are we talking about today? Okay. I just put some cashews outside to see which one is going to come back and eat those cashews that I put there yesterday, because I missed it. So I want to see if this happens while you're here with me live. Yellow Spectral Seed Day when it comes to galactic signatures. The affirmation is, I dissolve in order to target. Release in awareness, I seal the input of flowering. With the spectral tone of liberation, I'm guided by the power of my own power doubled. Beautiful. And now let's see what Blue Jay has to say. What you got? 335 Blue Jay. Wow, that's connected to number 456, which we picked up on yesterday's live. Something about 1228 also, which would be Capricorn energy. But Two of Pentacles, which is Jupiter in Capricorn, which can kind of cause a person who's used to moving around to being at a standstill in some cases. But great news is coming in as you master the frequency. So it says Blue Jay, master the master frequency, the astral theology calendar. Some of you may want to look into that or have been. The Wanderer, 131, the Scribe of God frequency. Keep Sweat. How to find God. Oh, shit. Reading Rainbow. I used to watch that. Yep, they had me watch that quite often. Reading Rainbow. Seth and Travis. Today is Saturn's day. Connected to Set. The jealous brother of Isis, who wanted to take out Osiris. Well, not wanted, but tried. Well, yeah, wanted to take out Osiris because it didn't fully do so, because he was revived. The God of heaven and earth. Train wreck is on here twice. You may hear about a train wreck. Don't know why that's relevant right now, but it's on there. It may be something to do with the location. The plan. We have Oklahoma, then we have divorce up here, then we have surprise, surprise. Oh shit. The seventh It says the seventh seal opened. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Silence took place for about an hour, and I saw seven angels who stood before God, and seven trumpets were given to them. Seven trumpets were given to them. Shiznity. It says here, when he opened the seventh seal, silence took place in heaven for about a half hour. Now, I remember about that day out of time. It's very similar to this. Yeah, because okay. And I saw the seven angels who stood before God, and seven trumpets were given to them. And another angel came and stood by the altar, having a golden censer, and much incense was given to him, that he should offer it with the prayers of all the saints on the golden altar before the throne. And the smoke of the incense with the prayers of the saints ascended before God from the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar, and out of it into the earth. And there were three voices, and thunders, and lightnings, and an earthquake. Huh. All right. Let's pull some cards. Where are we right now? 1644. Hey, y'all. I'm back. I was on the other screen. All right. Welcome, Divine Links. Welcome. All right, y'all. Let's see what the message is. What is the message for the collective? Okay. Divine intervention in the birch room, which is about growth, rebirth, mature wisdom, healing, safety. The most obvious truth you're realizing right now is hidden deep within, and only you will ever know it. This truth may also strengthen your power of secrecy as well as this rune. It strengthens your power of secrecy. Now, what I'm getting from this too, a lot of you have amazing ideas. You may be speaking to the wrong people about it. People who are not supportive of what you do. Welcome, Evelyn. So you can use this rune to help you contain and hold all of these powers together, so that way you can give birth. It's kind of like, mentioned this before, when a woman finds out that she's pregnant, that most don't speak about it for about after the first trimester. So it's like making sure it's on solid ground first. 511 on the timer. Making sure it's on solid ground first before you express yourself about it, especially to those you're not fully sure, because you'll instinctively know who's there to support you, and then you find out once you go against your instincts. You know what I mean? We have motherhood here, healing, gardening, child raising, and the womb. Divine intervention. That just gave me the vibe of Mama Universe and this planet, her daughter. And the planet itself not being protected. Yes, it's very strong. It can endure plenty, but that doesn't mean, you know, in moments of desired assistance that it's not to be given. So basically making sure the planet that your physical body is experiencing, to have a human experience, is being taken care of by each and every one of us, by doing what we are uniquely designed to do without doubt and without fear. Because doing it with doubt and fear still counts as you not doing it at all. Because there's still a frequency connected to you that's not allowing you to fully do you. Okay. Then we have Kenaz, which is about opening fire in a torch, knowledge, craft, tradition, controlled fire, hearth, heaven on earth, experience. The student surpasses the teacher, which means you have allowed yourself to undergo a lot of lessons, right? To realize first and foremost what are the outdated beliefs. Okay. Because it's really all about the universal law, especially when it comes to oneness. It's very easy for a label to be connected to categories. Okay. With this rune, it speaks of illumination, shedding light on matters, quest for the truth, being the observer, exploration of paradigms in search of truth. Some of you really have a strong placement in the sign of Sag or the ninth house, which is basically the divination house too. Then you have female occult secrets. The next we have is Pisces. Water sign, mutable energy, ancient god of the sea, 12th house of I believe. It's also the house of secrets and hidden enemies, sorrows, and a lot of self undoing. So, when you're going through spiritual warfare, this is the energy you're looking for. Where is Neptune for you? Which, what planets do you currently have in the 12th house? Or satellite, the moon, or asteroids? Pisces is also half body and half spirit. So when it comes to Pisces, February 19th to March 20th, first deacon is ruled by Saturn in the traditional, modern Neptune. Second deacon, traditional Jupiter, modern Moon. Third deacon, traditional Mars, modern Pluto. And the three deacons of Pisces in the Tarot is 8, 9, and 10 of Cups. First deacon, 8 of Cups, Saturn and Neptune, which is that card of walking away from things that no longer serve you. But you don't realize, it's not that you don't realize, but you would have to connect to a level of faith to trust what your inner voice, your inner guidance, your inner wisdom is telling you to do. Because it's not going to be something that you can physically, with your senses, connect to and say, yes, you have to go out on faith. Pisces is also connected to the fish. Some of you could be eating more fish. The day of Pisces is Friday. It's connected to aquamarine, numbers 2 and 6. The feet and the metal is platinum. Then we have Antares, which is Uriel's energy. 9 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is a royal star energy. And there's a notification that popped up that just said Pisces, destiny. This is no accident, it's fate. So, Antares is in the constellation of Scorpio. It's literally right in the Scorpion's heart when it comes to the constellation of Scorpio. It's connected to sixth sense activation. It is the interdimensional bridge of reactivating soul memory. If you have this degree, 9 degrees Sagittarius, this is a placement in your chart where you're highly empathetic, intuitive, and intellectual. And you have the ability to reactivate soul memory. And this is potent May 29th to May 31st, as well as December 2nd to the 4th. Okay. Now, some of you, okay, when it comes to the cosmos and the divine, you're a direct child of the divine, which means you came here for a specific mission. For some of you, Michael was definitely one of your guardians because of that. Archangel Michael is definitely one of your guardians because of that. Because you're here to do something where you're not going to be understood, because you carry the God energy. You could be seeing these numbers a lot too. 999, 777, 333, 111, 888. Anything in threes. And those of you who are wanting to conceive, just know there's a spirit child there for you already. It's just waiting for you to put things in order. Trust the guidance that your inner voice, your inner wisdom has been blurting out to you through signs and synchronicities for some of you. You got 2 royal stars here, and they're actually the polar opposite of each other. So something about that. Getting more familiar with your polar opposite signs, like all of your placements, but you really know what's going on in your chart, knowing the opposite of that sign, bringing it together. 180. Yeah. 520, which would also be 1720. Now, Aldebaran is 9 degrees of Gemini. It's connected to the season of spring. Antares is connected to the season of autumn. And Aldebaran is connected to the constellation of Taurus. In alignment with the sun, 529 to 531. This is a great time to clear your mind and get your thoughts on paper, which was around that new moon in Gemini. Now, this particular royal star is in the bull's eye of the constellation of Taurus, just so you can get a feel of what these energies are doing. You know what I mean? It's a bullseye. You have a direct focus on where it is that you want to go, what you want to do, which means you can easily be distracted. There are things already designed to distract you. This is also the degrees of the silver gate, 9 degrees Gemini, where souls descend to earth. Could be any soul. It could be a soul that's stuck in the void. Now that could be a very demonic energy if it's not handled accordingly. And sometimes that energy would show itself to you because you're attracting it. Simple as that. It's you attracted by something within you or energies around you. Because the energies are around you, it's showing as a reflection that it's within you. It's that simple. So keep that in mind about everything and anything. Then you have this royal star connects you to deeper wisdom and higher truths. And the next rune you have is number 13, Jera. Harvest, fertile phase, 1 year. And it also speaks of, helps you with patience, cycles, time, orbits, and putting in the proper efforts. Psychological time, fertility, again, creativity and harmony with the land. So being mindful of what it is that you put into your body, because it's also causing that which is being processed here in connection to here. Then we have summer harvest was winter food. You're approaching that's the summer solstice. So hang on. I know for some of you it feels like it could be a little like when it was just 3:30:11 on the timer. 3:11. We got the Empress and Justice here. As you sow, so shall you reap. So you're at a stage where it's important for you to have a higher way of thinking. Because whatever it is that you're putting into your mind, through your eyes, through your nose, through your mouth, through your ears, through your sexual organs, you're going to give birth to. And now I'm seeing that moon card, nothing is yet set in stone, which is a mutable moon card. Anything can happen. So this is also an opportunity for you to change everything around if you wanted to. Where is the moon at right now? Because okay, it's in Scorpio, 14 degrees. All right, that's this is gonna be this side. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, all right. Scorpio, 14 degrees. Let's look at the inside degrees. Women dressed in black. They are willing. They are willing and mourning. Darkness, heaviness, sobriety, grimness. Some of you may have been fasting or detoxing, and it's purging out, these energies as well, where you may have like internal bouts of anger or sadness, but you're releasing that, okay? Especially if you're detoxing. So darkness, heaviness, sobriety, and grimness, grief for lost worlds, dramatically cleansing what must be let go, freeing the spirit, freeing the spirit, laboriously and intensively preoccupied with endings and captivated by the past. So you see where your power is when it comes to this energy, Scorpio, 14 degrees. So if you have Scorpio 14 degrees in your chart, just know that you're connected to a frequency where you're preoccupied with the end result and the past, which means your power is literally dispersed in. Let's go. Oh, so you got to dance for me, Mary J. Blige, where your power is not where it's supposed to be right here, right now. It says you are fascinated with the decomposition of things, living deep in the unconscious inside collective dramas, lost to yourself, thrown into patterns, syndromes, worlds that require drastic measures to transform, a feeling of being cursed, a sensibility of doom, a creation of the worst inside, the lost, established, deeply ingrained consciousness of stark limitation, getting under it and destroying it the long, hard way. And now I see why Michael and Uriel are both here right now. And your first message was divine intervention. Because you're about to call in this abundance, and anything can happen. So if anything can happen right now, this is where you're gonna get a lot of distractions, a lot of projections. So be mindful of things that are being projected onto you, because that's not even you. You know. Let me see what the astrology cards want to tell us about right now. Let me get the astro cards. Okay, so we got second deacon here, which is, see, second deacon's at the bottom of the deck, and you got Pisces, which is 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment, right? But this is also somebody who could be overindulging, and you need to slow that shit down. You need to slow it down. Look at that. Second deacon, ancient Kemet. You could be drawn to a lot of Egyptian art, stories, films, anything of that time period. And it says, forgive them for they know not what they do. Let's go to the astro cards. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Uriel. What do you want to let the collective know? What would you like to let the collective know? What do you want to make them aware of? This is an energy update for the collective. I want to make you aware of the 5th house. Let me look at the planetary hour. We are in Mars right now. Some of you may have Mars in the 5th house. Now, Mars is connected to the spiritual warrior energy. This is somebody that's not playing games when it comes to what it is that they want to do, starting their own business, including all forms of relationships. When it comes to love, you really on your, listen, if this is not an emperor, this is not an empress, or for some, high priest, high priestess, that ain't for me. You know where you fit in with that. Okay, let's see. She said it's your job, and it really lets me go. That song is playing in my head. So some of you are really letting go some serious heartbreaks there. Thank you, Evelyn, for your currency exchange donation, my love. It's going to be returned right back to you in so many different ways. You'll see. You already know. 777, let's go. Let's see. Birth chart for this moment. I'll do it for this location. Let me see something. If I put the birth chart in for right now, there's 3 planets in the 5th house. Mercury, Venus, and Uranus. And they're all in the sign of Taurus. We have Virgo here at the bottom of the deck. It's in the 6th house. The sun would be right now, but this is a birth chart for right now. It's in the 6th house, so something to do with career as well. Okay. Something to do with career here. For some of you, you know that it's time for your soul to evolve, which means other areas in your life have to and will change. For some of you, that's your career and the work that you do, or the way that you've been doing it. If you're not in a space where you can fully express yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, the universe is going to constantly nudge you and call you to shift. And the more it has to call you, the more it's going to nag you to the point that there are things that may happen in these other areas of life that piss you off more and more and more until you realize it, because it's time for you to shift out of that. Okay, so 5th house speaks of where you have fun, romance, or love, and create things you're proud of. Let me see what's blocking you. What's blocking the collective? Because these are the energies that The Romans started traditions. This is what I'm being guided to do now. Use these as what's blocking you cards. Shit. They not here playing along. What's the blocking this? Heart-to-heart conversations. 4011, 411. What's blocking you is where you're not able to really express yourself. Some of you have a very playful nature. And for who you've been doing this with, they see it as immaturity, but it's because they have yet to do inner child healing. I've been at help for the past 3-4 months and recently tried to get back in the work field, but spirit was not allowing me to be in the space where I couldn't speak my truth, so I had to go, I feel you. Let's see, this came out reverse. Look at that. Religious factors, reverse, heart-to-heart conversation. See, it's almost like your physical self and your spiritual body, they have to be as one, especially in this age of Aquarius. It's the time of higher consciousness. It's the time of mindfulness. It's the time where we know the number one law, the universe is mental. Okay. And that information is coming from the heart center. Did you get it? Yes, it did. 534. He grabbed it. The bird grabbed the cashew. Oh, it's 534. Hold on. See, you see that right there? With the whole playful part? Like, I'll do a lot of kitty shit that people will have no idea. But I told you Matilda, my best friend. Me and Miss Honey be chilling. Just trying to figure out her work cut out for her. Anywho, 534. It was 2 big pieces too, and it was a little ass bird. Not a little ass bird, but you was little. Hold up. I gotta see if it grabbed both of them. No, it didn't. It only grabbed one. Wow, it only grabbed one. There's 2 there. This is interesting. I get everything. That's playing us. Oh, we about to be flying about this motherfucker for real, bro. We about to be flying. Okay. 534. They ain't want to be stingy. No. I'm going to see if it's the same one, though. I know what you look like. Let me chill out. Only grab what it needed. That's a whole message right there. That's okay. My whole body is just like, I feel like I got stardust all over me. Well, usually do. I ain't from here. I'm just here. I ain't gonna front. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm ready. But it says 534, top summit of tree of mountain. 534. That's the bird's message. Let's pull some more cards on this. Let's see. Of a tree. And there's an oak tree right in front of me here. I was cleaning up yesterday. And look what I found. I found a lot of stuff, actually. Maybe it'll come back. Hi, Alana. For a second. I should have put some water out there. Transparency, the power of transparency. They overcame him, the enemy. Hi. You hear it? Hi. They playing out. Hold on, y'all. It's 44. 49. Hold on. This feels like a whole Cinderella moment. Yep. That one said thank you. That one came back and was like, thank you. It didn't look the same though, because that one was a little darker. Oh shit. What time is that? 5:38? Revelation 12:11, by the way. You heard them chirping? They so cute. Let me see. 5:38. Wow, that was so dope. 5:38. Their mother, a city in southern Judah, gathering spot. What about it? Okay. So a tree mountain is a gathering spot. Duh. Mother of humans, of Deborah's relationship to the people, figuratively, mother of humans, mother of animals. Oh, they was like, know your Sabian symbols. Hold on. Let me look at ooh, let me see if the Sabian symbol is in here for that. The fortune for today's Leo 10 to 11 degrees, Sabian symbol 131. That was under the Blue Jays message, 131. But it's children on a swing in the huge oak tree. Sunshine just after a storm. See, faded energy vertex of today, Sabian symbol 136. Is sunshine just after a storm. Then we have Sabian symbol 277 for the ascendant energy of today's chart, which will be ascendant Capricorn, a veiled prophet of power. Ashe. And its descending energy would be Cancer energy, 6-7 degrees, Sabian symbol 97, two fairies on a moonlit night. Wow. But the opposition energy, hi Fatima, the opposition energy is more so like what's a little bit challenging here, the IC, let me see, is a man, which is in Aries, 6 degrees, 7 degrees, which would be Two of Wands, which would be Mars in Aries. So a man successfully being able to express himself in two realms at once. Heart-to-heart conversation, religious factors, 5th house. All right, here's your message, y'all. Wherever you're at, if your physical self and your spiritual self cannot communicate freely, they're not going to allow you to be there, my beloved God or goddess. You're not going to be able to be there no more. You're not going to be able to be there no more. Look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Judgment card, and we have the Magician here. You see the Nine of Pentacles. See, you're playing with birds. They about to get a whole lineup of captions tomorrow. We lit. What's this? Look at this. You got the World card and the Two of Cups. For some of you, if you're wanting unconditional love, keep responding to these universal nudges that you're getting, that if your spiritual body and your physical body are not able to merge and easily become one, whatever and wherever you're at and whomever you're surrounded by, that is your cue to go. If you don't go with this divine intervention with Uriel and Michael, I don't think you want to go up against them. You got here the Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is that vibe of stepping away to ground yourself because you're here to build a legacy. This is also the Legacy card. Okay, why didn't it show it? There we go. Then you have Two of Cups, right? Let's see. The Moon, all right. Now, some of you may have a Moon in Capricorn, which means you like extravagant stuff. You have the intuitive nudge already as to where you can get your money. Anything you do makes money. You have the Midas touch. You have the Midas touch. The whole King of Pentacles. Now you got Taurus. Those are the three placements in the fifth house right now, right? Okay. Okay. Let me see what they got here for you. Let's see. You gotta find your own path. You gotta find your own path. You gotta know your worth. That's all it is. And do whatever it is that you're being guided to do. Okay, let's see. Do whatever it is you're being guided to do. And some of you are still holding back because these two cards right here, I don't know what's on the bottom yet. Some of you are being called to step away so you can. Kendrick, I want to be with you. Cali could be significant for some of you. And you could probably be one who hears so many different things about it that can shy you away from it, including a lot of these things that are happening natural disaster wise. But like I'm connecting it to Uriel and Michael. Some of you have to go to these places to save these people's ass. And you got the page. Look at this shit here. Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. See, the reason why some of your ideas ain't coming to fruition is because you're surrounded by an illusion of drama. So staying out the drama. That's that Scorpio 14 degrees energy vibes. So some of you could be releasing this too. If you find yourself stuck, at least detox or fast for a day. Meditate. And if you can go a little bit further, do you. Make sure you're in the mood to do it. Like your body, don't just do it because you're hearing it. Know that you've heard it and know that, okay, this is a solution that I can take on, you know what I mean? In order to move on to the next level here. So, fascinating TV, video, questions you need to sit down and ask yourself regarding the mission. So, everything's talking to y'all right now. The birds came through. You know what? That was around the time they came through yesterday. I'm going to put them over here. Because the tree's right there. And they about to go to bed. Mama of animals, huh? What else? Oh, Two of Pentacles. That's Jupiter and Capricorn we was talking about. You got it. You don't think you do because, or you didn't feel like you have in the past because you're surrounded by a lot of lessons to really get you to see that part of yourself. But now, okay, with this Ace of Wands energy, I'm getting the vibe that you're learning how to juggle all of this. Basically going back to bringing the physical and the spiritual body together as one, because you did get this card in reverse. For some of you, that could also be blocking a union that you're in or supposed to be in. So that could also mean that some of you got to leave a particular situation to even see what the mind eye has to show you. It's like you got to plant the seed in the proper environment because it's what the fruit that it's bearing, it can't be in a certain type of space or else it won't allow itself to grow. It won't grow to its fullest potential. What's the Two of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It's a long journey, but you're there because Two of Pentacles and all of these Pentacles here is just showing me Ten of Pentacles, and you got the King of Pentacles, which is mastering the way you're going to take action. especially while Mars is in Aries right now. It does bring forth this impulsive like vibe, but it's also there for you to step outside your comfort zone. So use it wisely. Use it wisely. Which is also the Nine of Pentacles. We still got the second deacon here. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. So we're looking at September 2nd, September 11th, peoples. Or that date could be specific. Then we got the Six of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus. All you got to do is ground yourself. Meditate. Some of you just doing that and being patient with the process, you calling your manifestations like that. Because when you allow yourself to be patient, you're not focused on when. When just shows up right then and there. You know? What else? That's the truth, boo. Ace of Swords. You see that? That Fibonacci swirl. The Emperor and the doorbell going off. 5:49. Let me see something. Support. Wow. A mountainous area of the river's origin. That sounds so peaceful. Then it has the Songs of Solomon. Let me see. Faith support sure certain of a covenant of financial support. So those of you who worried about money, you're gonna get more things to worry about. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's literally confirming this whole shit. Meditate. They'll remember. Oh, the Emperor, the Empress remembers who they are. Let's move this chess piece. This is Mars energy, but it's giving me Jupiter and the Sun's vibes as well. And we got the Ram. He got that Ankh on his left arm. Key of life. You don't grab that key just for no reason now. It's a beautiful piece, but it's a powerful piece in the same way. You know what I'm saying? It literally will open doors and open portals in your mind, physically, even people around you. Symbolism is a very powerful thing. Very powerful thing. So that's a message for some of you in here. Symbolism. Pay attention to the symbols that you are being, attracted to or shown, especially in a moment like this. Four of Cups, where you're discontent and bored. What's this? Look at that. That means sit there and analyze those cycles, because you have all the resources that you need. You're not lacking anything. The only thing that you're lacking, if you are, it would be motivation. So you have to pay attention to what is inspiring you, because motivation is internal. Inspiration is external. So you have to be mindful again as to what it is you're taking in with your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, and your genitals. All right. Let's get another message here. Let's see what else we got. The bottom of the deck, though, this could also be blocking you from true love in terms of being around things that you know you're being nudged to. Take that turn. Look at that, Pluto, Phoenix energy right there. Psalms are no joke. Yep. That's a fact. The Sun, Gemini. Happening right now. What's happening right now? What's happening right now? We got the Leo. Ooh. Now, the sun speaks of your immortal spirit, and you tend to hear people speaking of their sun sign, but that is your immortal spirit. There's a lot of obstacles and challenges you will go through before you experience that immortal spirit. It's a different type of energy. When you say you connect to the Most High, that divine frequency, that's an immortal spirit. That's an energy that never dies. It's eternal. It's ever flowing. You know. And Gemini speaks of the energy being communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Yo me voy pa Puerto Rico, bebiendo más de colores. Some of you, Puerto Rico is highly significant. And I remember when I went there, um, wow, there was a restaurant right across the street, well, adjacent to it, Corrada, which is the swords. Now my head is just vibrating like boom, 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 boom. Was it Ataye? Ataye is the goddess, but there was a statue of a goddess holding a child, kind of like Our Lady of Hermits, Santa Barbara, Yemaya, like that. And it was right by the beach. Something significant about that. And bebiendo vaso de colores, drinking out of colorful cups. I don't know. Oh, thank you. So, let me see. Let me find it. I'm going to show you. I got to show you. Let me see. Yeah. Hold on. Every time I want to find something for y'all, it be doing the most. Yeah. To be honest, I don't remember what year that was. That wasn't too long ago, though. That was 2021. Had to be. Yeah, it had to be. February. It was around the full moon in Virgo that I went. Excuse me for the excitement. Yes. Oh, shit. Here we go. Sound warm. Espérate. Ya gotta wait. Here she goes. Card fell on the ground. Let me turn this around. Shit. That's what it was. Atabe, I think it is. Atabe. What's this? Two of Swords. That's what I be feeling like when I be looking for stuff for y'all. I feel like they be fucking with me. Like, you're not gonna find it. You're not. This ain't the time to be playing. Y'all want me to do this, but y'all be here playing. That symbol, though. But yeah, here we go. What about right now? And what does Puerto Rico got to do with this? We went through that whole. We just went to Puerto Rico. Y'all can't tell me shit because it was just 5:55. Well, 2 minutes ago. We just went to Puerto Rico. What's happening right now? Eighth house. Eighth house speaks of the transformational area of your life. Some of you are a sun in Gemini in the eighth house. And the sun being in the eighth house, it's your immortal spirit going through transformational areas of life that is about shared resources and intense emotions. And the energy that teaches you a lot about this is the sign of Gemini, to connect to your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny that is involved. So it's an energy that could be mischievous, lively, witty, informative, communicative, stimulating, but it's also very wise because it's the polar opposite to Sag. I know that was a lot. Excuse me. Then you have Cancer at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. So you got water and air there. That's a potential for, I just heard tsunami, if it's not handled accordingly. This doesn't even have to be your sun sign in this house, but that's just the vibe I'm getting from this. Very strong winds, high tides, full moon in Gemini, which is during November, December. Let's see, what about that? You got Venus. This is about the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So even with seeing that moon in Capricorn energy, the part of you that desires beauty, moon in Capricorn energy, as I'm saying that, the Seven of Swords pops out. This is a Venus in Aquarius card. No, excuse me. Venus in Aquarius card is Five of Swords. So there's a conversation that you know that you must have with someone who's deceived you, or maybe you don't have to. Maybe you just need to take action accordingly when it comes to any of these energies that literally didn't support you, you know? And they show it in so many different ways. 10707 on the timer. They may help you out in one situation, and then in the next moment they sitting there talking shit about you, either behind your back. Some are just dumb enough to do it right in front of your face, but smart enough to do it. But you could be dunce enough to not take action when it's being done right in front of you. Now, for others of you, you may have taken the moment to see if something will change, but that's like waiting for someone to tap into their potential. You can't move nobody. That's motivation right there. They got to have the motivation within themselves, you know what I'm saying, to tap into their potential. You could see it, you can sense it, because it's something that you have within you, but now that could also karmically devolve you, especially if you know that these energies around you are not moving in the same direction as you, especially if you have a very big heart where you would want to, you know, help many. With this Page of Wands coming out here at the bottom of the deck in the Five of Pentacles, it speaks of Mercury and Taurus. Mercury and Taurus energy is someone that no matter what they do, they can easily perfect it. They can easily bring a lot of ideas to fruition like that. But if you're surrounded by lack of support, or if you're tapping into that energy where you don't feel that lack of support, you're going to create more of that. So whatever it is that you're feeling here, thinking, feeling more so emotionally, you're sending up to your mind. Again, age of Aquarius. Whatever is here, as you're thinking it, the universe is saying, okay, that's what you want. And what's coming here is coming from here, your heart chakra. Now, in between the heart chakra and the mind, there's a lot going on as well. You got the throat and the third eye. That's just two, but those two in itself combine it all together. That inner voice, that inner wisdom, and that vision, when those two connect, because these are moving fluidly, because now you have cleared up whatever understanding or misunderstanding from not understanding what was under the heart chakra. So what's standing under the heart chakra is your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. That's why understanding is a personal journey. No more getting people to understand where you're coming from. And you're going to hear me say that often because repetition is key on that aspect. To the point that you got to hear me in your mind when you're about to do something. You feel me? Six of Cups. Something from the past here that you could be reminiscing on. We have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck now. You see how she's under the water though with this treasure chest? You know already intuitively in the waves, the currency is flowing through you. Now, you can be an open sea or you could be the water in a dam, depending on the energies you have surrounding you. So if you got deceptive energies, you're like water in a dam. It's going to break at some point, you know? Or you could just be flowing free like the sea. And if you're flowing free like the sea, that means you're seeing with this side too. You're trusting your vision. You're trusting the inner voice where the divine speaks to you. But notice where the divine sits when it comes to your physical body, and where the sun sits when it comes to your physical body. The sun is right in the center of your solar plexus. Everything comes there first. 11133. We on to something right now. Every experience or yet to be formed lands right here. Which is why it's important to do these cleanses, because that can also detox you from other experiences as well. We tend to complicate it, but you can really simplify it when you get an understanding of what your body does. It's doing the same thing the cosmos are doing. But we do come from an age where all of this was seen as taboo, when the real taboo is death. You learn how to do that shit very well. Let's see what the guided messages got to say. The sky is dark as ever, but the sun is out. Yeah, we here, baby. Ascended Master. Even if your birthday comes out to 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, it ain't just these three. I got them there like that. I'm going to change that. I'm going to add that. Yeah. 313. That's 10 of Cups energy. Remain whole by having and strengthening your bond with the infinite creator for your ass. Welcome, 11. Hi. Listen, whatever it is that you're going through, okay, it had to unfold this way. In order for you to bring in that higher love, have this sense of freedom, all your senses are free, like the sea. I love you too. And breaking toxic patterns. And notice this is the yellow card. Look at this shit here. Don't mess with your sister Earth now. Because she be ready to wipe everything out that's in her way at this point. She tired. She had enough of the shit. I'm tired of y'all, yo. Ain't nobody helping me. I'm going to help myself. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. It had to unfold this way in order for you to step into being more vulnerable, because major changes happens when you're vulnerable. You have to connect to source where you allow it to embrace you, like the baby, like this, just like she was doing with this little baby right here. I am just showing me that part. That's wild. Oh no, it's not. Just like that. You gotta allow, this is you and this is Mama Universe. You gotta allow her to, let you have that moment. Can't shy away from that. Then you got 2055 and 855. Let's see what 2055 say. You don't have to look at that now. It's 608. 1908. For some of you, 1908, a grandparent could be very significant, or a great grandparent right now. Now, 2055 is strong as the wind. Oyah's energy. Told you. Y'all want to help me? I'm going to help myself. Plowshare. So this is something to dig things up. Yeah, kind of like a tornado does. It lands and it just get your ass right up on out of here. Play your last video 5 times. Instant bombshells and gems. Ah, shade. Biting fruits. Love you. Generators. Some of you are generators. And if you are, that's human design. You're designed to build. Highly enthusiastic. And your sacral chakra is very powerful. So it's important for you to connect to the wisdom of your body. If you feel drained, that's a hell ass no. If you hype and that hype don't go away, that's a clear ass yes. Keep it simple. Like a kiss. Keep it simple, sexy. You feel me? Then we got the waxing crescent moon. Having courage to move forward with faith. And look at that. You got the maternal energy. Let me see. Don't drop. That's right after the new moon. Waxing crescent. Right after the new moon. All right, Beyonce. And you have maternal. Because we like to party. Something about a party then. Waxing crescent moon phase, which is, let me see. I just feel like the cosmos is like, you're so nosy. That's what you put me here for. Actually, waxing crescent phase was June 1st. That was June 1st to June 6th. Too. Just so you know. And then back again on the 30th. Okay. So from the 30th until the July 5th, waxing crescent phase, something can really shift for you when it comes to maternal energy. So you could be getting closer to the maternal energies in your bloodline, especially where you're guided to go. Again, remember, trust the wisdom of your body. You'll know where to go when it comes to this merging of energies. You're not going to merge energies if it's not something that's going to allow you to evolve here, okay? Then you got Proverbs 18:21, the moon and the world card. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and they who indulge in it shall eat the fruit of it. Pulling 5D vision into the 3D. Remember what we were saying before? Anything can happen right now. So what are you going to pull into the 3D? Because there's a lot going on in the 5D. There's way more dimensions than that. A lot has already risen to the 5D. You really want to be pulling from a little bit higher than that now too. Enough is enough. Shit. With the shadow work. Some of you think that you still got shadow work to do. Some of you need to embrace what you've learned from the shadow work you've been doing And then you see the shadow work is done and over with. You could possibly be calling in a whole nother different shadow. See? Then Proverbs 29:16. When the wicked are in authority, transgression increases. But the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. That's the fourth beast with his 10 horns and his 10 kings that rose up out of those 10 horns. Let me go. Is it still here? Uh huh. Sure is. Right to it. The vision interpreted. Daniel 7. I'm going to read this entire thing. Y'all got to hear it. Daniel 7:15. Wow. 7:15 is 4 cups. Okay. As for me, Daniel, my spirit was distressed within me, and the visions in my mind kept alarming me. I approached one of those who were standing by and began asking him the exact meaning of all of this. So he told me and made known to me the interpretation of these things. These great beasts, which are 4 in number, are 4 kings who will arise from the earth. But the saints of the highest one will receive the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever for all ages to come. Then I desired to know exact meaning of the fourth beast, which was different from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, with its teeth of iron and its claws of bronze, and which devoured, crushed, and trampled down the remainder with its feet. And the meaning of the 10 horns that were on its head, and the other horn which came up, and before which 3 of them fell, namely, that horn which had eyes and a mouth uttering great boasts, and which was larger in appearance than its associates. I kept looking, and that horn was waging war with saints and overpowering them until the ancient days came and judgment was passed in the favor of the saints of the highest one. Now, the highest avenging angel, the highest ranked is Michael. Let's continue. And then, and the time arrived when the saints took possession of the kingdom. Thus he said, the fourth beast will be a fourth kingdom on earth, which will be different from all the other kingdoms and will devour the whole earth and tread it down and crush it. As for the 10 horns, out of this kingdom, 10 kings will arise, and another will arise after them, and he will be different from the previous ones, and will subdue 3 kings. He will speak out against the Most High and wear down the saints of the highest one. He will intend to make alterations in times and in law, and they will be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time. But the court will sit for judgment, and his dominion will take away, annihilated, and destroyed forever. Then the sovereignty, the dominion, and the greatest of all kingdoms under the whole heaven will be given to the people of the saints of the highest one. His kingdom will be everlasting kingdom, and the dominions will serve and obey him. And at this point, the revelation ended. And it speaks of the other 3 prior to that. The other 3 beasts, the first was a lion that had wings of an eagle. I almost said angel, that had wings of an eagle. And it was lifted up from the ground and made to stand on 2 feet like a man. A human mind was also given to it. For some of you, you may have these visions in your dreams, and this is what you're seeing. And the second one, resembled a bear, and it was raised up on one side. 3 ribs were in its mouth between its teeth, and thus they said to it, arise, devour much meat. Signs from the universe, you are on the right path, is coming up on the screen. Is now 6:17. 6:17. It's still it's 10 of swords. All right, we're closing this out. Then the third one, like a leopard, had 4 wings of a bird, and also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. And then the fourth beast, that's the one we was reading about just now. We already know what that vibe is, right? So I'm saying, it's a lot of these religious texts, they the shit's there. It's there. It's been there. Like it says here, Proverbs 29:16, when the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. They off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Okay. Then we have Haga lives. Destructive forces of nature, elemental, hail, pearls of God. And we know what happens after that. You start seeing cysts roll through here and shit. Mm-hmm. Radical change. If there's an acceptance of all this shit is happening because it needs to be balanced on this planet. We got opposite polarities, but the extreme of that other polarities, because there isn't the other side to it. So there really isn't no polarity. What? Okay. Radical change, severe weather, chaos, psychoanalysis, exorcising, like an exorcism, disharmony, inevitable fate, weird, WYRD. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but it's connected to supernatural. Like I said, some of you are being drawn to certain locations, right? But you hear all these other stories about where not to go. But you know who you are. For whoever this resonates with, you know you're being guided to go somewhere because you are a human God body to assist your sister Earth. To assist your sister Earth. Split the deck 2355, 1155. Blossoming justice, abundance, revolutionary spirit, awakening to deeply rooted ancient abilities. Some of you, that's being able to move things with your hands. Telepathic energy, deeply rooted ancient abilities through deeply rooted wounds. So, really, really have a moment, okay? I'm not condoning violence here at all, but hear me out. There's moments when you get pissed off, right? I'm not saying I want that to happen because that's not what I'm saying here, but there's a certain flow of energy that flows through you and it resembles a particular element. Something about that element is connected to your ancient ability. And you can dive more into that ancient ability with the planets that it's connected to. Then once you connect to that planet of it, you look into your chart and you realize, oh shit, this is where you really now really get to forgive people for they don't know what they doing because they don't know who they are yet. Forgive them for they know not what they do, but also because I didn't know who I fully was or fully am. You know? When I was a teen, a lot of power going through my hands. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yes, indeed. And I'm here with the energy too. Be feeling like Hogwarts up in here. You know, one time I got pissed off enough internally. Then shit else was going on up in here. A whole picture frame fell off the fucking wall and shattered. I said, let me chill the fuck out. Let me chill the fuck out. Even like, this is why I never like fighting either. I never like that. Like people will think, people think that when you don't fight, that you being a pussy about it or some shit. Oh yeah, you gonna see this feline, which is why I'm not fighting you. Because there'll be times where you have this energy where you touch somebody, you don't realize the type of force that you touch them with. They like to call it heavy-handed. It ain't no fucking heavy-handed. You got power, bro. Sis, you got power. And a lot of you probably fell out of certain friendships, which is fine because that's why I don't have friends. I don't do the friend thing. Friend, Fry, end. Fry is connected to Venus. When you abbreviate Friday, right? Venus has a lot to do with your core values and your emotional securities, and then it has the word end to it. So there are a lot of things that's going to come and go for you to really tap into your core, the value of it, which is right. That's it's Saper and Solar. It's SS. It's that 8. Shit, this is a whole. We having a good time right now. Just focus on your mission. It could be tough to let go, but that's also where you could listen to the wisdom of your body, where you know you have to let go and it's getting harder for you to just do it as soon as you can. And sometimes as soon as you can is not when you physically feel like you can. You just gotta let the energy flow and just let it go. As soon as you let it go, you're gonna realize, oh shit, that's it. It's kind of like chores, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to do them, but then once you get it done, it's like, that's it. My family had did something terrible to me and sworn the flies came to their front door. For a long time I was for a long time something was wrong, but I'm yep, telling you. Y'all like the sweetest ones. But people like to test you, taking your gentleness for weakness. Better not, because just as gentle as I am, mm, let's see what else we got coming through here. Man beat this shit out of me, and Scorpions followed him for about 5 years. See that shit right there? See my face, right? When it comes to men who don't respect women, oh, you get the beast out of me. You get all 4 of them motherfuckers, and then some. You feel me? Like that shit. Vice versa too. But that's Selket's energy. Circuit's energy. Selket Circuit, which is Horus counterpart, protecting from like venomous bites and enemies like that too. But she's a scorpion goddess. Mm. Coming out of the shadow, I see. Because it came out reverse. Because you're seeing you in it too. Once you see it in you too, then you can't be challenged with it. That's dope. Ooh, Buddha's at the bottom of the deck. And then the Fool, I leap with faith. That jawline though. Ooh, you feel me? Yeah. Crusader, standing for truth. Yes, indeed. What else? Ra and God. Look at these. This okay. The tyrant. Ooh, Ra about to come in here like a tyrant. They not ready for this. They not ready for this. Because there's also an avenging angel when it comes to the military too. Uh. Well, you see what I'm saying? And some of you, in learning yourself, you're waking these energies up. Christ consciousness. I am willing to forgive. They want us, physical bodies, to forgive. That don't mean that they not gonna do what they supposed to do to handle what's going on the other side. So it makes it easier for you to forgive. Because they'll still handle it. That's a universal law. That's a universal law. Let me go back to it. Let me see. I'm in a level where I should be asleep because I can feel it in my head. This one. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Everything that is sent out acts, reacts, and returns. Everything that is attacked defends itself. Everything that pleases is accepted. This is the law of harmony. Only love can transform beasts into persons. Only understanding avoids destruction. We must control situations, not be controlled by them. The best teacher is learning by example. And the effects of violating the law of harmony, psychological ailments and relationship problems, distrust, fear, estrangement, isolation, individualism, loneliness, sadness, depression, fights, shyness, lack of communication, disunity, walls rather, traumas and complexes. The law of nature, every manifestation of nature requires favorable conditions. It means you do. All cycles of nature have specific functions. So that right there, it's a law of nature. And violating, and I'm gonna show you how easily people violate this law. It causes physical ailments, undernourishment, illness, vices, degeneration, misery, hunger, physical, mental defects, physical malformation, ecological imbalance, erosion, plague, shortening of longevity, etc. Messing with the weather or the way people express themselves about it's too hot, it's too cold. Everything has a purpose. See how much work humanity got to do? There's so many different areas in life that could connect to something else not working out for you. I've learned to let it go. That was the first message. Shut up, right? I've learned to shut up. It's cold. I'm enjoying the cold weather. It's too hot. This heat is amazing. Fuck that. You gonna get positivity out of me. Bruh, the beast is at the bottom of the deck. Wow. It low key shows it like how it's stated in the Bible, though. Then you have husband for some of you is a hierophant. So that's what you will be attracting, especially if you're going through all of this soul evolution. Let's see one more. I don't speak about stuff that I don't do. That's why when people move a certain way, I just be like, yeah, sometimes you'll get a response out of me because some of them need to be some of them need to hear it. But the ones that don't, you would rather hear me say something to you than me not say nothing. If I'm not saying nothing, that's between you and source. Good riddance to you, beloved. Illuminati. In love I trust. The illuminated. Look at that shit. Ra, again, the integral philosopher and brother. I bring myself out. I am my brother's keeper. I am on fire. Ra. Since before recorded history, man has watched the sunrise move across the sky and set, which is today, all the while inspired with contemplative thought about the mystery of its profound origins and radiant presence. Ancient Egyptians esteemed his glorious solar phenomenon as their sun god Ra. They watched and noticed how Ra's trajectory across the sky will alter in altitude and intensity, influencing the seasons. Trajectory across the sky would alter in altitude and intensity, influencing the seasons. You see, your cycles really depend. Your cycles depend on the energy of your solar plexus. So you can have a beautiful summer season, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Granted, there's going to be, a period where there's a gestation period where you allow, the seeds to go through its process so it can sprout. But you could also, enjoy more hours of sunlight, depending on what it is that you are taking in. But what you know and what you can do. It's okay. So the solar plexus is I can. I even stopped saying that too when I'm having conversations with people, like jokingly, like when people like I can't. That's another thing that I'm just like, even with trying and like with trying as well. To me, that's an insult to doing. Like there's a lot of things I say because I can sense where it literally backs us up. And if you don't care about that, then you don't have to. You could keep saying what you say. But when you're saying trying, you're stopping yourself from saying yes or no, which is a much deeper truth. You know, when you remove the word trying, you're literally hearing yourself come to a conclusion. Trying gives you a little bit more time to believe something that's happened. But remember now that I believe is connected to the age of Pisces. It's a different age. And if we're talking about timelines, and we're in the age of Aquarius, you can literally set yourself back 2,000 years, and that's not going to feel good to your body and your cells in your body. They know, which is why they're always giving you the initial response. That's some deep shit. That was channeling there. Ra's trajectory across the sky would alter in altitude and intensity, influencing the seasons. How it would warm their skin and evaporate water into the other ethers. The pharaohs, thought to be half man, half god, claimed to be the sons of Ra and therefore heirs of Ra's irrefutable power. It wasn't until many years after when Galileo observed that it was our planet moving orbit about this massive celestial body that formed a day and night. Today, modern astronomy and physics can measure the power of the sun, its brilliant light spectrum, solar flares, and electromagnetic field. Our sun is but one star in the cosmos, thought to contain trillions of galaxies of countless other stars, each of which potentially another great central sun of distant solar system of life sustaining planets. Feel this external solar microcosm inside your body as the fractal microcosm. Microcosm. Sun holding your body temperature at 98.6 degrees, where only a few degrees in either direction could be catastrophic. That's some shit. You see that, boy? I'll read that again. Feel this external solar macrocosm inside your body as if the fractal microcosm, sun, holding your body temperature at 98.6, where only a few degrees in either direction could be catastrophic. Let me look at this over here. Let me see what 986 talk about. Chill out. That's like the balance of the scales. 986 in the Hebrew lexicon speaks of trust, confidence, and hope. Second Kings. Okay, tell me more. Let me see. Ecclesiastes 9:4. For whoever is joined with all the living, there is hope. Surely a live dog is better than a dead lion. God. Let me see. Trust, confidence, hope. Being confident, secure. Meek, meek, not weak. Yep. You see how important it is to have your emotional security, or to be around those who are emotionally secure with themselves, and celebrate you for also being emotionally secure. This energy right here is really not a game. And there are a lot of people in the world today that instantly become insecure about something because of something in the material world. But if you connect to the spirit, that won't even be a thing. Because in your connection to the spirit, your soul, the divine, you'll be able to bring in anything that you ask for. But there's a delay because there's an imbalance. So it has to be at a proper temperature now. Shit. Thank God that which is within you as well. We don't have to think about regulating our temperature, heartbeat, breath, cellular metabolism, and the multitude of other autonomic functions. If there's anything like that you can say here and automatically be grateful for, is that. Forget everything else. Be grateful that you don't have to regulate your temperature, your heartbeat, your breath, and your cellular metabolism. Can you feel the intelligent fire of life burning within as the radiant sun burning without? To engage the energy of Ra. The energy of Ra is associated with power, fire, instant action, quick change, and the spontaneous ignition of imagination. Find a good vantage point where you can witness a sunrise. Arrive early enough to form a question and note it in your journal. Deeply quiet and empty your mind while you sit or stand in stillness as you prepare to watch the sunrise over a far distant horizon. Let your gaze soften across the horizon. Allow those first rays of light ignite your inner being like a spark of a lighter or the strike of a match. Feel its spontaneous combustion burning off any resistance or confusion, ultimately revealing a message, vision, or inner wisdom. Perhaps you are compelled into motion of its okay. Perhaps you are compelled into motion or fits of physical expression or action. Maybe a long repressed emotion erupts from your being. Follow the impulse and write it out for as long as you can. Notice if your inner critic tries, which is an insult to doing, but it prevails if you let it. Okay. Follow the impulse and write it out as long as you can. Notice if your inner critic wants to quell any impulse. Remember that fire needs ignition and fuel to sustain a fire. What activities or area of your life are ablaze with adequate amounts of alchemical fuel? Where is your inspiration, attention, power, and enthusiasm flowing? If possible, make this an all day retreat of smoldering contemplation, spontaneous experience, and journaling as you track the sun across the sky for an entire day. or at least take in the sunset at the moment where the last rays of sun resolve and fade over the horizon. Affirm a choice, direction, or insight revealed from the morning impulses and a day of activation. Ra, I am on fire. Let's finalize this message, okay? With the animal spirit, and that will be all. Oh, being cloaked by the divine. Bugs Bunny was slick with it. Wow, the lion and the zebra. Whole food chain, huh? What's the final message here? This is collective. I'm going to pull 4 more for the elements. The first one for the collective, the bison. Abundance, success, and personal power. You're being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to happen rather than force them. Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. That's your Venus energy. Okay, 6:44 on the timer right now. We have spiritual guidance. We're going to go water, as I said, spiritual guidance. This is your message. The B. Creative cooperation, productivity. You're being guided to change something in your life. Water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Become inspired. Follow your heart and creatively build your future with today's actions. You have no limitations and there are no boundaries to there are no walls to your capabilities. Any assistance you require will be always found. Creativity, cooperation, productivity. The B. And you're extremely important, like water. Yeah, you're important, baby. Okay, you know that. All elements are. And remember, the general message here is that universal opportunities are stacked around you. So become inspired, water signs, and follow your heart and creatively build your future with today's actions. Let's go to fire. Fire signs, message for the fire signs. Kaya got 4. We're going to do 1. Okay, but you did get 4 fire signs. I want to be fair here, but yeah, the ram came out reversed. That's wild. You got the horse, the tiger, and the elk. My thing is, these are all 3 fire signs. Wow. Okay. So, if you're an Aries, you really, we gotta do this message because this is clear as day. This is all 3 fire signs out here. What the fuck? Hold on. Because there's a room that speaks of the elk, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to see which one that is. Bear with me, y'all. Hold on to this over here. What just happened? This is something else, I tell you. I love it, though. Let's see. Fire signs, patience. Patience. They're not making you do this for no reason right now. Patience. You'll find what you're looking for. The key is patience. Okay? That Aries energy, don't be impulsive. Okay? You're being guided to follow your heart and find the joy, intrigue, and enthusiasm for life first and foremost. Look beyond the tried and true. You are your own unique journey. There is no mountain too high or rugged for you. Forge ahead with stamina, determination, and self-love. This will allow you to be patient. You'll connect more to the I am that I am doing so. You have the courage and strength of a pioneer. Leo energy, the tiger. Courageous, dynamic, and the strength. You're being guided to begin a new journey, one that is exciting and purpose-driven. You have everything you need to confront adversity and turn it into opportunity. Fiercely pursue what you desire. You're an amazing life force with limitless power and potential. And then we have the horse, Passage, freedom, elegance, and strength. You're being guided to break free from chaos and confusion of life. Take action and expand into your new journey, creating balance of the mind, body, and soul. There are new and exciting opportunities awaiting for you. All you must do is take the first step towards them. And for you is to see the truth that this is something you are worthy of. As one thinketh, so shall it be, because your polar opposite side is Gemini, polar opposite of Aries is Libra. Therefore, you would have to balance certain relationships, Aries, to really get to know who you are. Leo, Aquarius, you have to know the people you have around you because it affects the way you operate. Straight up. The B, for the back to the water signs, you only got one message because the B is extremely important. We already know that. These goers think we as human beings, we're out, same like water. So, bueno. You also got the elk here. All three fire signs. You have the stamina, awareness, and tenacity. Now, this is, I mean, they're all in nature, obviously, but this is bringing me the energy of the stag, trust and thrive, like the angels and ancestors message. You're being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort, fire signs. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are a teacher and a student of life. And they just said 4 of Wands, which is Venus and Aries. This is a major love for life because you love yourself so much, because you're connected to your core values unapologetically, and responsibly, beautifully. Sitting in your power, but not, overpowering others. You're sitting in you in your power. Air signs. Here we go. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Bueno. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what y'all talking about? Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you got the koala with the lion at the bottom. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, optimism, harmony, and balance. You're being guided to find a harmonic balance of your mind, body, and soul. Focus on your heart's desires. Live your life with purpose, passion, and joy. Communicate and connect with and on purpose only, air signs. The element of mentalism. The universe is mental. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Live your life with the purpose of this age. Connect your passion to the purpose of this age. Connect your joy to the purpose of this age. Stay highly aware of what your thoughts are, because they're the blink of an eye, faster than that, becoming reality. All right. Earth signs. Final group. Unicorn coming through here. It's always, that's connected to the third eye. Purity, wisdom, and action. Earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Capricornio. Taurus. How do you say Taurus in Spanish? Taurus? Yo, how do you say Taurus in Spanish? Anyway, Taurus. That's probably how you say it, though. Taurus. Let me see. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You got the cheetah. Shit. Manifestations coming in quick for you, honey. Focus, clarity, and speed. look at the cheetah's face. I feel like that's how some of y'all about to be looking. The way this fire sign energy came out, which is like Wands energy, it's when Guardian Leviosa over everything in this, all over you, around you. I feel like some of y'all earth signs like, yo, shit. This shit really happening like that? Damn, I was thinking that, oh shit, that's how that feel. You're being guided, Tauro. Lo que sea, mama, because at this point, 6:54, and it's going down. Telling you, shit about to happen. You gonna be like, you're being guided to be mindful and value yourself and others. Strategize your days. Be patient. Take calculated risk and take action towards your heart's desires. You have what you need to change your life today and become the best version of you today. You can start from today and watch the universe work on your behalf. You got the Ba's spirits of Ra with this bison. That's basically the representation of the Ba of Ra, which is the soul of Ra, the spirit of Ra. Changing the winds, huh? As a man thinketh, so is he. As you thinketh, so shall it be. Because you see the reflection and how it has that violet like color there. Yeah. And at the bottom, you have the hummingbird. You're being guided to be grateful of the many relationships within your life, including the one you have with yourself. You possess the power to attract positive change in your life. Expand and stretch yourself in new ways. Love yourself unconditionally, and the world will do the same. Yes, it will. Back to little birdies. I go. Later.